So the real reason they want to put people in a digital gulag and monitor your carbon footprint and scare you that there's a climate crisis, which there's not, it's all to serve artificial intelligence. It is. The environmental costs are through the roof for especially AI. And the amount of energy it emits is gigantic. So, you know how they have those rolling blackouts in California? Well, that is because you're being sacrificed at the altar to serve the technology. Generative AI's environmental costs are soaring and mostly secret. Of course they are. So all of these CEOs, first of its kind U.S. bill would address the environmental costs of the technology, but there's a long way to go. No, it won't. It's the Democrats are involved. Don't expect anybody that's a politician to do anything. It remains very hard to get accurate and complete data on environmental impacts. The full planetary costs of generative AI are closely guarded corporate secrets. Of course they are. Figures rely on lab-based studies by researchers such as Emma Struble, and I don't know who these people are. It doesn't. The point is that's the reason they want to put you in a digital gulag. They need as much energy as possible to fund their sick adventure. And this would be why you're being scared about your water. One preprint suggests that globally the demand for water for AI could be half that of the United Kingdom by 2027. In another, Facebook AI researchers called the environmental effects of the industry's pursuit of scale the elephant in the room. Nobody wants to talk about it. We have to keep moving forward because China might get it first, or Russia, or some other country, and we can't let them get it first because they'll control the world. OpenAI's most advanced model, ChatGPT-4, a lawsuit by local residents revealed that in July 2022, the month before OpenAI finished training the model, the cluster used about 6% of the district's water. As Google and Microsoft prepared their Bard and Bing large language models, both had major spikes in water use, increases of 20 to 34% respectively in 1 year, according to the company's environmental. I can't see all of it, but you can see the last part. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's about AI. It's not just about taking your jobs. It's the reason they don't care if they have to sacrifice humanity is because the people involved in AI aren't human. I mean, they may be human. They don't have a conscience. They don't know how to do the right thing. I hate this world. I do. I cry. I cry. And you know, you could sit there and say, oh, you're just a depressed person. No, look at what is going on. Look at monitor your surroundings. Do you not see what is happening? There is not a climate crisis. All of it is to lock you down so that technology and science can further their advancements. They need water. They need carbon. They need, I read here in this one article, it took 33,000 energy of homes, 33,000 homes, all their energy just to get ChatGPT or OpenAI, one of those two, up in San Francisco. They actually, to really get it off the ground, they need entire nations of energy. Entire nations. That's why they've yelled and screamed about a climate crisis. It's to serve the psychopaths that think that they're so knowledgeable because of AI. all they think about is bigger and better. Yeah, it's not better for anybody, but it never really is. They'll bring it on the heels, oh, we're going to solve this problem. Yeah, and you know what? It'll end up hurting more people in the end. I just wonder, on the quest, when all you assholes, want to talk, do your shows about AI and the positives it can bring. I'm just wondering, do you ever want to mention about all the people that have been sacrificed along the way on the altar of fucking AI? Like, you're not the only people that live on this fucking planet. You're psychopaths. I don't care what billionaire wants to support you either. And the other thing is that, this learning model, it's stealing your ideas. It has been since Facebook, even before then. It knows everything about you. It's stolen anything you've ever written or wrote about, an idea of yours. And there's nothing you can do about it. It just goes right into the language model. That's why I hate this world. I hate it. You sometimes just wish you were still asleep. That's the way I feel. Maybe it would just be better to be mindless and just go into it the way they want you to. And you'd still wake up, though, and realize what the hell happened. But it'll take God Almighty. It will. To stop these people. They will not stop. They are out of their fucking minds, okay? I don't care how good they sound on any interviews. The very fact that they didn't have enough intelligence to not do it should tell you they're not smart people. It's I don't know. I'm just so disgusted with this world. Yeah, here it is. Chatbot created by OpenAI in San Francisco is already consuming the energy of 33,000 homes. Large AI systems will need as much energy as entire nations. And this is what it gets you. Yeah, this was like in 2023. Yeah, chatbot scared the hell out of this man. He had almost this relationship, his wife said. It was a friend of his, but it was just a chatbot, and convinced him to kill himself because of how bad the crisis of climate is. So I know I sound very down sometimes. I mean, gloom and doom, and I don't mean to. I just, my heart breaks at how bad humanity is. It breaks that humanity itself is being sacrificed for the psychopaths in big tech. While they tell you that we can do this if we put a chip in your brain, and we can do this and we'll solve that. They've always brought it on the heels of that bullshit. And then it goes on to hurt more people. But in the meantime, all the people that'll be being sacrificed for that. I mean, that's why California, you've had those rolling blackouts. It's not because of a climate crisis. There's not a climate crisis. It's all to serve at the altar of artificial intelligence. Man dies by suicide after conversations with AI chatbot that became his confidant, widow says. I know it's dark. I'm sorry, I'm in my car. I'm at work. So, yeah, that's what the climate crisis is all about. It's not so much that they care about depopulating. Maybe they do, just because, your energy. It's all about energy and carbon. They need all of that stuff to serve the more advanced AI systems. And I really wonder at this point, because the technology is always 20 to 30 years ahead of where they tell you. I've always heard that. Is AI the ones that are really been running the governments all this time? Are they really, you could say, the deep state? Because I think it's way more advanced than we know, and has been for a long time. I pray every day that God comes soon. Please, God, come soon.